What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite wrestling podcast. It is the Monday Night Wave, baby. And we back. We back with another episode, night 2 of WrestleMania. Just had a pretty jam-packed night 2, some solid matches. Champions have changed, some big moments. And we'll get into all that. But before we get into that, I got to introduce myself. I go by Jay, the Lonely One, a.k.a. Mr. Podman Page, Pods and Reed, Powerhouse Will Pods, Pod Will Jacob Freeman, because I pod better than you, and you know it. Mr. Respect the Jumper, we're back in the building. But nothing without my co-host, as usual, the one, the only, Mr. Quattro. Please take it away.
Viva Las Vegas. Oh, mama. He is a wild card. He is not the king of rock, but he is the king of gorgeous. He is a wild. He is Mr. Sexy Ass Lottery. That's a terrible Elvis, but I am he, and I'm glad to be back for night 2.
You sound like Johnny Bravo.
That's really my only reference besides the few random TV shows you watch, like on regular cable on a Saturday at like 3:00. Anyway, what's up? Someone's on mute.
Mr. Oracle.
Oh, first of all,
Christ.
I didn't even know I was on mute. Secondly, I was waiting for him to segue to me, and he did not segue to me. He just said, "What's up?" and then sat there. Normally, you segue to him, he segues to me, and then we go off swimmingly. But right now, what you're telling me is I'm making it awkward. So,
Very much so.
It's your boy DT, aka the OTC of the Monday Night Wave, the Oracle, the Foreseer, a truth sayer of sorts. And this pod is brought to you by none other than Mary Jane. Hey, I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. Yeah,
She makes me feel right. She makes my heart sing. Hey, Rick James, baby. That's my karaoke song.
Yeah.
That's my karaoke song. It's my anything Rick James. Those are always gonna be my first karaoke. Like, I can sing the shit out of some Rick James.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is WrestleMania Night 2. It is 420, and we are here. Happy 420. Happy WrestleMania.
It's also
happy
Easter
if you
guess.
celebrate.
Dang, definitely Easter.
Oh, my
was
bad. It sounded like you were
getting
about
to
to forget. Okay. Well,
If you just stop stepping on it, I was right there.
I felt the pause. I don't know. My bad.
Oh, you pause. You felt the pause, Whip? Okay,
I thought you stopped talking. No. Yeah.
Happy Easter if you celebrate. All right. Let's get to it.
Okay.
Jim Caviezel.
News is light this week. Fuck. We found out that Rey Mysterio has a torn groin after Friday, and seeing that Rey Fenix kind of replaced him yesterday, he might be out for a little bit. Torn groins are no joke. Well, he's also like up there in age, so recovery time is just a little bit longer. But thoughts and prayers to Rey. Hopefully, we can get him back in the ring pretty soon, or sooner than expected. We also found out that Money in the Bank is also going to be on the same day as NXT Worlds Collide. So I believe it's June 7th or June 8th, one of the two, in LA. June 7th in LA. So they're going to do NXT in the morning, and then looks like PLE at night. Big day for WWE. Can't wait to see what that's all about. But we are here to talk about Mania Night 2. We're hot off, maybe 30 minutes or so. So these are all our fresh opinions. Nothing has been filtered. Nothing
Fresh
will be
emotions.
edited here. This is how we feel.
Hey.
And we're gonna kick it off with the match of the motherfucking night. Bianca, Rhea, Iyo, no question. If anybody here was going to doubt me on this and fight me on it being match of the night, we can take it outside. But we all know that this was the best fucking match of the show. Period.
The women showed out. They showed out.
Hey, look. Hey, I've heard it a couple times, like a week ago, or not a week, but like a month ago, that the women should get more opportunities. Actually, I'll take one step further. Women should have closed out the show. If this was the main event, we out of here. Them girls were balling, yo. Bianca, Rhea, Iyo set the fucking standard. Like they came out and it was just beautiful, bro. It was so dope that I didn't even like write a lot of notes because I was just like, this is a match that I cannot remove my eyes from the screen. You know, I know what happened.
Yeah, it was heat.
It was just great.
It was really fast paced. It was just bang, bang, bang. Like, yeah, it was nonstop. It was just straight heat. All three women were working. All three, I mean, besides Bianca, all three women were getting cheers. The entrances were also all three entrances were really good. Io's entrance was fire. Champ came out first, which always makes me worry. But you know, Tiffany came out first yesterday, and we saw how that turned out. And you know, spoiler alert, it turns out very similar. Yeah, and then Bianca came out, had you know, all the little black girls like doing not hopscotch, you know, double dutch and shit, and her stepdaughter was up there. That was really cool. That was a cool moment. Yeah, and then Rhea had that cool shit too. So yeah,
I think Rhea's was like the Joker like cosplay. I think it's that Killing Joke is like the Joker character. But God, bro, like I usually don't run matches back on the same day, but I might watch that triple threat tonight again. Like that was fucking fire, bro. We see that there's a what they call it? They called it a double blockbuster, which was like a double fucking like arm drag that Iyo did off the top of the rope, which is just fucking nuts. We see Prism Lock into like a partial KOD. Like the chemistry that these women have is just
yeah, it was fire. Like I want them to run this back. Like I do want the single matches because obviously we know like we've seen Bianca and Iyo put it down. We see Rhea and Iyo put it down. We haven't seen too many Rhea and Bianca matches, but like yeah, no, like you're saying, the chemistry with them is just amazing. Like this, I feel like if you didn't watch this match and be like, oh, like this is like the future, like this is like these are the new goats right now, like then I don't know what you were like watching, like what you were witnessing, because they were putting on a fucking clinic. Yeah, it was just amazing.
Yeah, it's like watching it's early basketball tournaments, like you watching Bron, KD, Steph, like all come up at the same time. Like you know they're up next. You know they're about to take over like that whole like division pretty fucking soon if they haven't already. It's also a product of like the NXT like building working. All three of these women came out of NXT. All three of them were in there at the same time. They're polished. Like if this is the like success story of being like an NXT graduate, this is a pretty solid like you know template to follow. Like stay here, see what these women are doing. You too can have these kind of matches too. We see that. Yeah, DT, you.
Yeah, I'm watching little Becky Seth. Becky got their daughter in her lap during the press conference.
Oh, it's cute.
But
it's cute. Nigga, we got
as far as that, I know. Damn. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm standing on it. The best women's division is in WWE. All three of these ladies were absolute superstars, megastars. Like, best match of the night, probably best. It might be the best match of Mania. It might be the best actual match of Mania. Yeah. Oh, man, and I just listen. It's time. She was leaning into it during spots in the match, but it's time. Since y'all want to boo. Let's give them something to boo about. Like my mom said, you want to cry? I'm gonna give you something to cry about. So let that hair whip on Rhea, fire. Just it. Oh man, it was a beautiful match.
Beautiful match. Are we in agreement that the right person won?
Oh, absolutely. That's who I chose to win. I think it made sense. Like they kept trying to overlook Iyo. Triple H, Iyo. Triple H loves Iyo. Like there was a lot of like random. It was very small. It was a very small community, but there was like there's people out there that don't think like that think they mistreat Iyo, and like Iyo has been getting like he loves Iyo. Like she's getting like she's in a good spot. But the right person. Hand. Yeah, the right person won. It makes the most sense. Like Rhea did not need to win. Like if Bianca won, then you have to like move her to Raw, and like she still has to figure out like honestly they still have to go back to the whole Naomi Jade shit at some point. It just wouldn't have made any sense. Like the right person won, not only story wise, but also just like it makes more sense for the character to win this also. And the way she won was very 2000. I think it was 2008 Jeff Hardy when he was fighting Edge and Triple H. So that's a like cool little callback type thing. Yeah, I don't know. It was good shit. Yeah.
What you got,
I didn't like Bianca taking the pin. That's all. The right person won. I would have been fine whether Iyo or Bianca won, but I wasn't happy with Bianca taking the pin. That's all.
Are you leaning on the side of Rhea Hogan? Is that what you're saying? She can't take the pin?
Nah, I'm not gonna say that because she's lost a few times already. You can't. I'm not gonna disrespect her like that. But what I will say is, Bianca shouldn't have been the one to take the pin.
Well, no, I can see that. I'm not. I thought it was fine only in the sense because obviously Rhea has never beaten Iyo. She pinned Iyo clean to get the title, and then the only time Iyo has ever pinned Bianca was during her cash in. So I know. Yeah, I think it was fine. To me, it was fine. I don't think it makes any difference.
Yeah, I don't.
Bianca doesn't get
any...
pinned often at all. So like she could take a pin twice a year. It's like she does not get
pinned by one of your peers, like somebody in the big three of women, like that's fine. Like I'm not tripping off of that. Like it's not like you got pinned by somebody who was literally shouldn't have pinned you. So I'm cool in that aspect.
But I see what you mean, especially after all these boos of the last like month and a half. So I do feel what I do feel what you're saying. But
just turn it up though. Now she be heel Bianca. Like you want to boo me? Like
I don't she does have a reason. I do agree with that, but also at the same time, like we've seen a couple videos recently, like her interacting with like young fans is like that. I don't know if you turn that heel, like the connection, like. Mm-hmm. This is like her second or third entrance having like young black like dancers and girl like the representation, like it's kind of on some Cena shit, but like story like kayfabe wise, like absolutely she has a right to turn heel. Like kayfabe wise, like what the fuck, y'all been booing me for no reason? Like no, like I don't know. I'm just saying it's hard. I'm just saying it's a hard choice. If they do it, I'm fine with it. But like money wise, you think about the representation, it's a hard decision to make.
she can flip it. Do heel tactics, but frame it like she's standing up for herself and people are against her.
And they still boo her.
Yeah, but I'm saying just in terms of saving like the kid-friendly interactions, the representation, like she could explain herself. These people been booing me for no reason. Yeah, I'm being bullied. Y'all been booing me. I'm in the right. I didn't do anything wrong.
They keep calling me DEI.
Yeah,
you just agreed.
What? No, but like, so I'm gonna stand up for myself, and I'm not gonna let nobody tear me down. But she can still do heel tactic shit.
Next match we got Street Fight Priest versus Drew, which technically, in my personal opinion, was not a street fight. It was a hardcore match, but. You know, nigga, we in Vegas. Go throw this nigga into like the casino or something. Throw him into like somewhere. I don't know, nigga. We have all these good spots in Vegas.
Yeah, I saw
take him somewhere, nigga.
I saw someone tweet something similar.
Am I wrong, nigga? You can't call this shit a street fight and be wrestling in the ring, nigga.
Yeah, I think it was John. It was Brody's wife actually who made the tweet. But yeah, she Brody Lee, R.I.P. It was his wife who made the tweet. It was like you could just call it like. When you say it's a Philadelphia street fight or you know, a Sin City street fight, like when you name it after a city, you want to see things related to the city at least, like, you know, otherwise, like, what was the, like, yeah, like, there wasn't a big, like, again, like, this is how I feel about the tribal combat shit. It was like, why are you calling it something and you're not, like, showing us, like, why, like, they could have used a big coin. Someone could have got put through, like, they could have made the tables, like, painted with a card or something. But yeah, no, I think fighting in the fucking streets of Vegas would have been cool as shit. Like they could have did the old strip. They didn't have to do the current one. They could have blocked it off a little bit. I do see that argument, or I do see that point. But the match itself was really fire.
Match was fucking fire. We could have had a bag of like poker chips, and that nigga got slammed on some poker chips. I don't fucking know. Give me some kind of element of Vegas, bro. That's what you gave me.
What you want him to? You want them to go AEW and cut them with the cards?
Oh, see, I was just
52
about to say that.
slices.
If they did, honestly, yeah, no. If they did add some like poker elements, people would have been like, "They're trying to copy all." They're copy. But no, they still should have did it. I'm sorry. Don't call it a Sin City street fight, and like, I don't see someone get beat up.
Choked some nigga in the Bellagio.
Yeah,
Hit
like,
pool or
exactly.
Like fuck. Anyway, though, anywho, it's still a great match. Drew comes out in the Doom inspired gear because of Doom Dark Ages, which is coming out. But he looks fucking fire. Priest had a really dope fucking interest with the guitars from Slayer.
Man.
He coming out like he looking for all the Earthrealm's finest warriors. Like he looking straight Mortal Kombat. It was a dope interest all the way around. I love this match, bro. I like it. It hit for me as of this moment I was watching it. We're 2 for 2 as far as like great fucking matches. We got future shocks on the steps, the razor edge through the table. The table's way far back here. Fuck, we even got the mid selfie, the selfie in the middle of the match, bro. Like these are great fucking spots, bro.
Drew is
like
hilarious. Drew is hilarious.
What?
Still bored at work.
What, bro? Yeah. And I think the right person won. I wanted Drew to get like his Mania win.
Absolutely. Yep.
Like it was a dope fucking match. And the Claymore with the chair?
Chair?
Fire.
I need that. I need that in 2K25. They gotta put that in there. They gotta put that in there.
Yeah. And also the double table spot was nice too. Like the match overall was just it was really good. It was stellar. It was well booked. To me, I also agree. I think the right person won.
The white person did win.
Yeah. It's very similar to how I felt about stuff like last year. We're talking about like multiple, like Drew has been putting on for a long time and he's lost some big feuds. Like he's lost some big matches. Like he kind of needed this win. Damian has been booked really strong. He hasn't taken too many losses. He'll be fine. They're still going to push the shit out of him. I think Drew needed this win. I wouldn't say deserved, but he definitely needed it.
I think that this is like, and I mean this on both spectrums, right? So what Drew McIntyre, there's two people that are doing this right now to me that stick out the most. It's Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. And they are showing you on different ends of the spectrum of really owning what you're given, right? Like, we know Karrion Kross has been like threaded throughout all these different spots. They've been really small spots. And then Drew McIntyre, he's only had a belt over this last, 2 years, for maybe 5 minutes, right? So it's like, what are you getting? He's getting the most out of every one of his storylines and his matches, and they're not like necessarily revolving. A majority of them haven't revolved around a belt, like the belt being on the line or him in that kind of way. He's been chasing them, obviously, but he hasn't had possession of one. And so like, he's really owning, like he's using the social media, like we talked about. He's making all his matches fucking fire. Not just him by himself, of course, but like him and whoever he's dancing with, they're fire. His promos, the vignettes, the building up, like even when he's doing interviews and stuff and he's in character, like it's awesome. It's just awesome. I really fuck with McIntyre.
Drew's been he's been the ultimate team player in all aspects. Yep. Like, you want to talk about somebody with no ego. As far as like what I'm seeing on screen and him, the work he's doing, for sure. I don't know what he's talking about back screen. Drew could be pissed off. I don't know. But like, as far as what the roles he's taken, it's been Bloodline. It's been, Priest. It's been, Roman. It's been Cody. Punk. Like, he's been in everything. Punk. Like, Drew's playing the game really fucking well. I hope he gets rewarded for that in some aspect. Sammy. Like, Drew's been killing shit. Priest looked good too. Priest looked really good in this match. I don't think this hurts Priest stock in any kind of way. I think Priest is still one of those high tier main event kind of guys. Yeah, solid match for so far. Like I said, as of this moment, it was 2 for 2 as far as like they were kicking off shit. Fatal 4-way: Penta, Dom, Bron, Finn. What's the thoughts here? How do we feel?
All right,
fire.
So let's start with the
fire.
Entrances. Fucking Penta entrance. he had that like Green Ranger mixed with like that Oregon
Gas.
kind of vibe, bro. Yeah, outfit clean as shit. When he hit that walk, selfishly, I wanted him to hit the walk the whole ramp. That walk is that strut, baby.
Somebody said he out there. They said that's the cuntiest walk ever. He out there strutting like a bad bitch, and he know it.
No. Earlier when he caught himself in the reflection and he hit it in the reflection, I was like, oh yeah, he's feeling it. He's feeling it right now.
And then seeing him like this is the second time seeing him wearing the mask without like the paint recently, and it's like it's so weird, but it's like it's still super cool, and it's like, oh dude, this dude he's so fucking cool. Him, like there's like we talked about this before, like there's just certain wrestlers that are just, and it's not only just the way that they're presented, it's also just like their own like personal aura or whatever, but they're just so fucking cool. Yeah, Penta came out, he looks cool as shit. Like the cool as shit. And then Dom comes out, he has a cool ass mask, kind of hard to get off, but hey, it is what it is, you know.
That was kind of funny.
Play as fuck up, you know, sometimes too. But you know, he had a good entrance. You know, the hair was flowing. You know, it was just blowing in the wind. The mustache was just well trimmed. It was going. You know, it looked so good. And then Finn comes out.
Right as Dom was coming out, I posted. I was like, and there goes your new Intercontinental Champion. You just couldn't deny it, bruh. And then the craziest thing happened when he came out. They popped.
Yeah.
It's happening right before our eyes, but on the fin.
Finn comes out with the effing Balor, you know what I'm saying? Yellow bag. Oh, if it was white, it would have been questionable, but it wasn't. So thank God.
That one time, you never do that shit again.
Because it was slightly pointy. But I love Finn. So and I know
Finn get no slander over here.
I know he's an ally of all sorts of things. But if that was white, it would be. I would have been scared for a little bit. But yeah, no, he had that Balor mask. The music was hitting. You know, he had that black and yellow. I was like, all right, Wayne, all right, or not Wayne, fucking Wiz Khalifa.
Whoa,
yeah, I fucked up.
But Bron Breaker.
And immediately after, it gets quiet and the alarm sound. And then you hear nothing but dogs. 60,000 dogs. Barking. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Bron, let's just kick it off already. Like in the match, Bron had a showcase.
Man.
Bro.
This nigga was going off, bro.
Ballistic.
Like,
bro,
off.
I skated. Sky tweeted that he's a fucking super soldier. Like he needs he is a super soldier. Like when you think of he's a genetic freak. All right, he's
got that right, and he's not normal. And
bro,
he's not normal.
Like he needs to be fighting Captain America. Like you shouldn't be wrestling. Like you need to be bro. He's a fucking.
I wrote it.
Normal.
I wrote it down, bro. Because I think early in the match, he fucking power slams Penta mid-air, right? Gets out of that, military presses Finn. Okay, get him out here. And then immediately turns around and spears Dom in like 15 seconds. I was like, who the fuck is this man, bro? Like,
it just starts tweaking.
Like double Germans, bro. He's
the double suplex thing that he did, like
the double, the one arm suplex is like, bro, he's different, bro.
He needs to be like, I almost tweeted he need to be tested. I'm like, what is going on, bro? He's a fucking mutant.
Yo, it was he was showing off, bro. Here's
the problem. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I was gonna transition. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, here's the problem. You can't keep him in the mid card. He's done with that now. It's done. It's a wrap. He won it twice. He with the big boys, bruh. And it's no disrespect to nobody in the mid card. That dude, I need him and Jacob to touch, bruh. And I can't wait. But
that's technically a mid card title.
That's still mid card.
It's a different show.
Yeah. But I meant like eventually. Like eventually. When they both at the top. When they at the top. But he's I'm sorry. If somebody gonna take that belt off Jay, because they can run their rivalry back. I'm not saying right now. I'm not saying take it off of Jay next week because that's fucked up. They did that twice. Don't make that the story. But what I'm saying is, bro, he can't be denied that. I forgot what was happening. Something was happening in the match, and the camera was like focused on Carlito, and no, not the double. So not the spear through the table spot. There was another spot where he did an air tackle out of like nowhere, and my girl was like, "Damn, where did he come from?" Now I said that's the same thing they asking themselves.
Yeah, where the fuck did he come from, bro?
He had an anti-air out of nowhere. We didn't talk about that spear through the table, bro. Like
spear through the table was insane, bro.
And Carlito was killing. He was being useful as fuck. He was killing. And also there was the spot where Dom first turned on, or I wouldn't say turned on Finn, but he started attacking Finn. I was like, oh shit! I was like, we here, bro.
And the crowd started cheering.
And I was like, we here. And then, I want to state, I feel like I've already stated this on the show, but I got to restate this because there was a point in time where my wife was like, we used to boo him. And I'm like, who is we? I was always cheering. I was always cheering for Dom. You can watch in our old, on one of our Instagrams, whether it's my Instagram, DT's Instagram, or her Instagram. Yo, when they're in Portland, I was the only person cheering for Dom. When the boos first started, I was a nigga that was cheering. I just got out. I knew this. It's a young legend. It's a young god here. Like we talk about Eddie Guerrero's son.
Nah. He's the future, bro. He's the future.
This man looked at his wife and was like, "We."
Yes,
you speaking French?
Who is we, nigga?
I'm always being cheered for Dom. She's like, she gave me a look. I was like, I never booed this nigga one time.
In my life,
I never booed Dom.
Okay, so
Dom
gets the win here. Dom is the new IC champion. I believe all of us. I know I predicted this. I don't know if y'all had this.
I chose Bron to win, but I wanted Dom to win. I chose Bron.
Okay,
my heart.
Dom wins here.
Two different things.
The IC belt is on Dom. This is going to be crazy. I think I tweeted out.
Who did he pin to get the win? We didn't say it.
Finn.
We didn't talk about it.
Finn.
Exactly.
Finn, yeah.
We just haven't said it on air yet. Like,
he
story's cooking, right?
With the frog splash. Yeah, for sure. Which means Finn's getting kicked out tomorrow. Monday, Finn's out of it.
He gonna kick himself out. He finna
out.
snap. Matter of fact.
And guess who I'm bringing? I'm bringing somebody in. I replace you. All right? I got the title now. I make the decisions. Damn, Dom's the only one with gold in Judgment Day right now. That is spoiling my bad. We'll get there, though.
No,
that's tough.
I'm assuming if you're listening to the show, you at least watched Mania at this point. But yeah.
Like shit. Or at least seen something.
But spoiler.
So are we saying his first feud is going to be Finn? Is that
Backlash?
Safe to say?
Backlash
is Finn, or does Bron get a rematch clause?
No. I think there's a part of me that feels like they might wait. I don't, but it makes more sense. It makes more sense for Finn to crash out now. And
listen, this is it right here. Finn is gonna be. He gonna come in the clubhouse. He gonna be clapping and cheering, and then he just gonna switch and be pissed off. Now, Bron has a rematch clause, and it is a mid-card title. So Bron can rematch at any one of the Raws. That rematch is going to happen at a Raw. Finn is going to shut that shit down, interrupt, and it's going to go to Backlash.
Probably.
Book it.
Side note, speaking of booking it, I saw that they were going to do like a show about behind the scenes with the writers and whatnot. If I'm not mistaken, I see that.
WWE Unreal or something like that.
Yeah. So we get to see like an inside scoop on how they come up with stories and shit like that. That's going to be kind of cool. I would definitely watch that to kind of see like, how the fuck does y'all brain work? Y'all can't, and how y'all connecting these stories. It has to be exhausting. Outside of the IC match,
That's the third match?
We get Randy Orton's. Yeah, this is the third match. By this time, we're 3 for 3.
It's 3 for 3. 3 for 3, without a doubt.
3 for 3. Easy. Next up is Randy's open challenge. Randy Orton has an open challenge. He comes out in his he says his 20th year or 20th anniversary or something like that for him.
Yeah, he was wearing gear that was a callback. His gear was a callback to his WrestleMania debut. Yep.
Or 20th, I think it's 20th Mania or something like that.
20th Mania, like that's solid. And if you've been watching wrestling for a while, like we have, he definitely came in with the blue or the navy blue and yellow gear. I think he has it on, like Here Comes the Pain too. So like,
I think that was
crazy callback.
I think it was
crazy callback. But we find out that his opponent is not Karrion Kross, not Malachi Black, not Andrade, but Mr.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in
Joe Hendry.
I believe
That's gonna sound terrible
Joe
because
Hendry.
everybody's off. We sound like unrhythmed. We sound like a white church right now.
Me and DT were on, and then you popped in. You're the one off sync, Mr. Producer. But
Hey,
you can fix it.
No, I can't. Let that shit go. We gonna sound pale in this bitch. All right.
But
I'm coming in hot.
You coming in hot.
I'm coming in hot.
All right.
Okay.
Joe Hendry gets one of the biggest pops, probably the biggest pop of WrestleMania to this point. In my opinion.
To that point, yes. To that point,
yes. I think honestly that might be including night one too. But the fans lose their shit, lose their absolute shit, and it's dope to see. He gets a crazy ass response, like fantastic. Get in the ring, he's working, and then as I'm go to tweet this Joe Hendry, I look, and what do I see? Man, who the fuck is mad? Joe Hendry. What the fuck
Niggas
is this?
Mad.
Why isn't it this person? Why isn't it this person? Why isn't it Mello? Why isn't it da-da-da? Bro, it's not for you, bro. 60,000 niggas in a football arena sung this man's song and popped like nobody's business. It was for who it was for.
It was definitely for who it was for. It was definitely dope to see Joe Hendry get the pop. He definitely deserved it. He came out, they introduced him as TNA champion, or not introduced, but they put on like a little like banner or whatnot. So it said TNA World Heavyweight Champion or whatnot.
And he was wearing the title too.
And he was wearing the title on WWE TV, which is also fucking crazy. I don't think people can be wrong for not wanting Joe Hendry. I mean, if you're not tapped into TNA, like you're not tapped in, but it's their people's opinion. However, the motherfuckers in that stadium loved that shit. I loved it at home. I thought that shit was dope.
Fire.
My only criticism is that I didn't want to see him get washed out like that. But you're not having a fucking 4-star match or 3-star with Randy. It's not fucking happening. That I understand.
And you're not beating him.
No, I didn't expect him to beat him, but I wanted him to at least like, we're the TNA World Champion. Oh, he's going to battle with Randy. Like I feel like, he can hold his own, but that wasn't the kind of match that they were going for here. This was comedic in a way, RKO spots and whatnot. I still enjoyed it either way. I don't have anything too negative to say about it.
Yeah.
What you got, Hero?
I enjoyed it too. I don't see the problem with it. Like, sure, because like I was calling Jeff Hardy. Like, there was people who wanted Rusev. Like you said, Malachi Black or Carmelo's crazy because like, why would you want him to win or he just won Andre Battle Royale, so why would you just want him to lose? Anyway, there was a lot of expectations. I'm fine with Joe Hendry. Like he appeared at Royal Rumble. Like there's a bright future for this young man. Like he was able to showcase his title. He was able to work he got the crowd over because I would disagree that he had the loudest pop for WrestleMania. I still think the Fatu and LA Knight match was literally the loudest match I think throughout every single match in both nights. But he still had a great pop. He still was able to get over the crowd. He did his little look a couple times, which was great. Everyone responded to it. We got a funny RKO. We got 2 RKOs, and like you said, like you need a little comedy in WrestleMania. Like it's nothing that's not new. It's nothing that's never been done before. Mm-hmm. We didn't. I like Joe Hendry, but even even if they wanted to give us like 20 minutes, it still wouldn't be like some 5-star classic. Like Joe Hendry's cool, and like Randy Orton could carry him, but it still wouldn't be a 5-star classic or nothing like that. And we didn't need to do that. Like we needed a cool down match or Randy Orton can still get his shit off. It was a good match.
Transition match.
Yeah, it was good, and this was a good look. Like this dude he's more than likely. It's rumored that he's going to be one of the DLCs in 2K25. Like he has had a good fucking like year and a half, and he's still signed in TNA. Like brother is doing good. Like this, we should be happy.
And got a shirt. Not saying like that's covers everything, but like. He's getting merch. He's getting views. They're looking at him and whatnot.
Like, he's getting so paid right now. Like we should be supportive.
He probably has the most like social media clipped spot. With the whole like him turning around and running to like RKO out of nowhere. Like that's a dope fucking clip. For the socials and whatnot. I will post. No, go ahead. My bad. I will say I am looking at the way that the partnership works for TNA. I do want to see more people like come up, but I want to see somebody win too. I want to see somebody on the WWE side from TNA in a WWE like PLE get a W, and I can kind of redefine what this partnership looks like. Because as of right now, we just see them working in NXT, we see them in Rumble and whatnot, but nobody's really like
Hardy's
in the fold.
Faxium. What you mean?
But I want to see it on like one of
I feel it.
the main ones. DT, what you got before we get out of here?
Couple things. Wrestling is supposed to be fun, bro. This match was fun. This match was great. Like it ties into the second point. I know you said you want to see it, but you're not gonna have somebody from another promotion come into your event and then beat somebody and it be a legend, a tenured legend like that in that way. But with that, Randy played into that. Like when Joe tried to like choke slam him and pick him up, like who the fuck you think you picking up? Who you think you grabbing, bro?
That makes you look. That's your world champion. That nigga looked at him like, you put your hands on my neck, nigga. Like,
yeah, but this is WWE.
To be fair, Randy's way taller than him. To be fair, Randy's way taller than and he's a big boy.
Like WWE, take that shit back to TNA, nigga. Like he looked at him so crazy. This is your world champion. This nigga looked at his arm around his neck like.
It's like.
But really? the physiques are different.
Unhand me.
The physiques are different. It's like when Hurricane tried to choke slam The Rock, or try to choke slam Undertaker. It's like, yeah, it's your world champion, but the physiques is different. Randy's a tall boy.
Like that's their world champion, bro. That's their main nigga.
That's Randy Orton.
Randy looked at him like,
that's Randy Orton. No, bro.
For real? You serious with this? All right, let's finish this shit up. Like, that's so foul, nigga.
I'm gonna quote somebody and say, "Hey, my disbelief can only be so disbelieved."
Nigga. Nigga. Dead ass.
Randy Orton is 6'5", 290, bro. I'm sorry, you're not just gonna choke slam him.
Facts, bro.
Unless you the Undertaker or somebody.
Nigga, that shit is so fucking funny. Oh, great. Some positives in this, some negatives in this as well, but it was overall a very fun match. Even afterwards, when Randy hit the Joe Hendry pose, he just did his pose. Like that shit was fire. Funny, bro.
That shit was great, bro.
That shit was so fire.
And he laughed like he was having like, and we should as fans we should appreciate like the vets such as Randy or any other vet like having moments like this where you can tell that they're having fun, or it's like he's having fun. Like he had fun. Like was it the match with KO? Like I really wish we could have got it in a different timeline. I really wish we could have got it, but this was a fine alternative. Randy had fun. Joe Hendry gets the rub of a lifetime. Pause, but like wrestling terms, he got the fucking rub. Like this man got a WrestleMania paycheck. Mania? Yeah, Rumble and Mania, WrestleMania paycheck. He got a cool GIF, cool meme moment, like getting RKO'd by a legend, like someone he probably grew up watching. Like he's
entrance popped.
More than all of that. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. More than all of that. He knows for sure, without a doubt, that 60,000 people know who the fuck he is.
The world know who I am.
They know
that is fire.
And he was able to work the crowd. And I'm gonna talk about somebody else. He was able to work, like he got the crowd. Like when he was like, ooh, like they was fucking with him. Like they were like the crowd was fucking with him.
From a business aspect, now he can take that. Like you can't pay me pennies. They know who the fuck I am. I have have an audience, bro.
Yeah, no. When his contract is up, he's going to WWE. Like this is like it was like just like how we talked about Jordan Grace last Rumble. And it's like, oh yeah, like she's getting like no, like they gave him that NXT run. They gave him a Rumble moment. They called him for Mania. Like he is signing with soon as his TNA contract is up, he's signing with WWE. He's good. Like
but we have to be careful when we do that though. Because we're just taking the top talent. That's not a partnership. I'm just using you.
No, but question though. And I got to push back. I got pushback for you too. It's like, one, we got to remember these wrestlers are independent contractors.
For sure.
So when my shit is up, they can choose to do what there's just like basketball. When I'm a free agent, I can sign with whoever is willing to pay. The second thing, this is a question for both of y'all. I think I know the answer, but does he go straight to the main roster?
Yes.
No.
Okay. I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes.
No, you still go to NXT. Even though he got main roster exposure twice, I think you can. I think he still is a little rough around the edges. You can give him a quick NXT run. It doesn't have to be long. It could be 3 months, but I think you go to NXT.
I think that defeats the purpose of the partnership. It's like this is the reason why you're working with NXT right now is to get the reps with NXT right now, right?
Right.
It wouldn't make any sense for him to sign and then go back to NXT when he was already doing NXT work.
Jordan Grace just did it. Jordan Grace literally just did it. She's doing it right now. And she was just in Stand and Deliver. He can get an NXT run. The men's division is still slightly lacking there. He doesn't have to stay long. And we don't even know when his contract is up. So, like, we don't know how much his buzz is going to carry around unless they bring him back again for, like, Survivors. Like, we don't know how long his contract is. So, it's like, unless we get more appearances at some point, the general audience, the casual crowd, they're going to forget about the dude. So he's still going to need a little NXT run, and he also still needs a little shaping up. So yeah,
I have an idea. So let's say hypothetically, we get back to traditional Survivor Series. We got rid of the War Games aspect, or we keep the War Games aspect, but now we have the TNA, SmackDown, Raw, AAA. Would y'all be interested in seeing something of that sort?
I would make I would make an NXT too. Yeah, because I enjoyed it when it was the NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah,
and
I think that
fucking dominated like a motherfucker.
Like a Survivor Series, like just little team ups. Not every main roster person, but like your mid carders could do these team ups. I think that'd be fucking dope. That way we could see Joe Hendry in Survivor Series.
And that's how you start storylines for people when they make it up to the main roster. That could be an inflection point for them.
Speaking of making storylines that I no longer care about, Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. I have no notes. I actually use this time to go make food. So
you are an amazing segueist. That was like there's an art to that shit.
Yeah,
and you might be the Picasso of that.
Yeah, he's amazing.
No glaze.
And then when you add the voice to it, it's just
okay. Now this
it just sounds it's disrespectful, but it sounds respectful. So that's the trick.
Noted.
So when I talk shit, I just gotta have a deeper voice. Like, man, Swerve really sucks. I really hate him.
You see how that works? That's crazy. It's insane. He did it. When you want to disrespect somebody, say it like Barry White. You don't get it. You get away with everything. Yo, mama's ass cheeks stink. See how it sounded respectful? It was okay.
Wow.
This is great. All right, DT, go.
Do y'all have anything to say or input about this Logan Paul AJ Styles match? I like how they gave him the split screen the entrance. I hate it was for him, but I did like that.
About the match itself?
Yeah, you got anything?
All right. I mean, I'm gonna blow through the match if you. Okay,
Please.
So, listen, man, this motherfucker can wrestle. I've never seen a lion salt go 3/4 the ring.
Bro, cleared it.
He can wrestle, bruh.
He makes me sick. I hate it. But he's right.
A phenomenal athlete.
He can wrestle.
He just has to get some sort of. He needs some help on his promos, like, and actually being hated because we're supposed to hate him, not because niggas actually hate him. But the kid can wrestle. I don't know what else to say. He got it. Overall, I didn't want to see him win, but he won. But I understand why. You're building a story, and this is, I'm gonna say it. Sound like the #1 Cross fan, but we can't have it both ways. We can't have the story build between AJ and Karrion Kross, and then AJ win, and the story still have validity.
Yeah.
So this was great. This was fantastic. He got a spot. He like they're now starting to let this story actually grow. We've paid attention to it for a while. They're letting it grow. So I'm excited about that. But that's all I had to say about the match itself. Was Karrion Kross.
I like the
Karrion Kross, the real architect.
Whoa. Hey, come on.
Listen, wait. He could be an architect. He could be the architect.
No, he's a puppeteer. He's a puppeteer. You bought the shirt. He's a puppeteer. Architect is different.
He might have architect your boy to be an architect.
Just because a nigga's in the background of a goddamn camera angle doesn't mean he's some sort of fucking like
hold on.
Jafar Alat. Nah, F all that.
Nah.
Seth Rollins is his own architect.
Best with what you have. We just talked about it.
Right, and Kross does that, but we're not. We are not going to give him credit for what Seth has done. We need to hear Seth's explanation. He has been an architect. He has been a conniving, plotting, scheming.
Hey, look, man.
He's the Loki of the WWE. We're not going to give Karrion Kross credit for fucking Seth. Okay,
Kross gave you the card. Look, Kross gave you the cards, but like it's okay. You just played the hand you was dealt.
They never interacted. He was just in the background one time.
That's how good he is. Puppeteer.
Shinsuke was in the background of a lot of bullshit ass segments on SmackDown. What was that? What was that then? What was that?
Catering?
Jay, you see that? You see that?
What?
Oh, it's on Hero's Mouth. Nigga, that's a lot of glaze, my nigga. You are glazing.
Wow.
I'm glazing.
Krispy Kreme?
Old fashioned? Wow, that's wild. That's wild. I'm glazing, but y'all trying to give somebody just random credit that they don't even deserve. But I'm the glazer. All right, I see it. I love Kross. I have a Final Testament shirt. I like Kross too. I'm glad he was here. I think the match was fine. It was mid. It wasn't like super exciting, but they did work. AJ losing, I agree. It kind of makes sense.
Ass. I hate that I'm okay with the loss. I just hate who it was to.
Yeah, no, it's ass because we all don't like Logan and we all don't like him for like good reason. like politics aside, like his family are just even if you see the commercials for his fucking like new reality shows, like they come off as bad people. They come off as assholes. Like they're easily not to. It's easy to not like them. So
it's just more so AJ is a legend. Like AJ is like, this is a guy who has 20, 30 plus years of history in wrestling. Like Logan Paul should not be fucking with AJ like at all.
Right,
but I get it.
But AJ doesn't have good like his best opponent is still Shane McMahon right now because this match was again just okay. AJ is what I said about LA Knight WrestleMania. That's Bron. Like AJ WrestleMania is like,
oh shit.
Here we go.
Fuck.
You know what? I ain't gonna go there. But look, hey.
Okay.
His WrestleMania matches just
look. Better be careful.
I love him. He's an amazing wrestler. He's a Hall of Famer, TNA Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer, New Japan Hall of Famer. his WrestleMania matches are just very lackluster or very under.
You're gonna have that community come after you. You better watch what you say.
I mean, I'm allying the real community.
The community.
The community. I like the interaction with Cross and AJ at the end of the match. Cross tries to hand him the brass knuckles, and he's like, "It's not about me and you. Like, please do this right now." So Cross is trying to instruct him that, "Hey, you're fucking with the future.
See, honestly,
do what I say, and we can be good."
Cross and Seth need to be a team, bro. Like, if people just listen to what they're saying, they would do better. Roman just listened to Seth, like Seth tried to talk to him. I rewatched the Triple Threat today, and again, Heyman, he was really going for that tribal meat. Like the way he was grinding his arm. I'm telling y'all, rewatch it. That shit was wild. That shit was wild, bro. But Seth tried to talk to Roman multiple times. He's like, bro, let's do this. We can do what we can handle our shit, but we got to get this out. And he didn't want to listen. And Cross is the same way. People don't want to listen. If AJ would have just listened, bro, I just bodied this weird nigga Jeff. We don't even know who Jeff is. His name is just Jeff. Like I'm not tapped in with the Logan Paul universe. I don't know who Jeff is. He's like, oh, here's Jeff. He has some brass knucks. Cross, he was trying to give AJ the path. He was trying to show him the right way. And he stubborn, just like Roman. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll play into it, and I'm going to slap you. And then what happened? Yeah. You lost.
You lose.
You lost, nigga.
You lose, sir.
To Logan Paul. Yeah. And also, I feel like AJ's leaving too much money on the table. Like, I don't know if in 2005 it's the same way in like the 90s and the 80s, etc. But like, he should be doing commercials for like India and Japan and like random countries where you just do those like commercials where you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you ever see like the the Arnold Schwarzenegger like Japanese like commercials where it's like he doesn't even know what he's like really promoting, but like he's promoting something. You know what I'm saying? Or there's a Simpson moment with okay, whatever. Anyway, it was fun.
Okay. Next match is the women's tag team title match. Liv, Raquel, Lyra, and special guest or special partner. That partner being the man. Becky Lynch is back, returning. I'm gonna get it out the way.
There was no build up to. You just said that so monotone, like.
Cause like nigga, we knew. Like the fuck.
Okay.
Oh my bad. Hold on. My fault. It was a great fucking opportunity where we didn't know who the hell was coming out. We didn't know the connection between like Lyra and like her past and who her mentor was. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking it could have been Shayna or maybe Zoe. Mm-hmm. But then it hit me. Oh my God, the man is fucking here, people. Becky Lynch is back. Becky is back. I'm gonna get it out the way early because niggas gonna look for our opinion on it and whatnot, right? Yes, Becky, it is fucked that Bayley was not here. It was fucked, right? I do wish that Bayley did have a moment, but I also understand. I think DT also mentioned it earlier, maybe pre-pod, but like this could build a story or a program for Becky and Bayley. If Bayley came out and like something, I don't think Becky attacked her. I don't think you want to do the attack angle with Jade and Naomi just coming off an attack angle and Becky turns heel. I think they'd be lazy to repeat the same fucking like storyline.
Triple H does love a whodunit angle, though. You're not wrong, but also he does love a whodunit.
If this leads to Becky versus Bayley at like Backlash or whatever, or Money in the Bank in June, I'm cool. Bayley's also
they gotta drag it out that long.
No, I'm just saying, like you proper build, nigga. Like what you think this is AEW, nigga? Like so.
That's the realest thing you ever fucking said. Oh my God. Clip it.
What you think this is AEW?
Like I want a proper build for that kind of storyline. So for them to do it at like a bigger like PLE, maybe like a Backlash, not Backlash, but like a Money in the Bank, cool. Yes. Now that that's out the way, I did enjoy it. The pop for Becky was fucking crazy. Lyra's pop still has to be worked on a little bit. Lyra's character in general has to be worked on a little bit. But overall, it was good to see her out there and did not misstep. Becky was looking like she still had it, right? I didn't like the fact that Liv was terrified of her. Like, Liv, you've been a champ this entire time. Like, you should not be running from Becky. I get it, kind of, but Liv has been Liv since Becky's been gone for a year. Raquel looked good as well. What do y'all got? Y'all got anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, Lyra was literally getting the feathers beat off of her. That shit was hilarious. Every time she got hit in the face, took a bump, you just saw feathers flying everywhere. It was like, yeah, it was bad. I ain't gonna say what it was like, but it was.
Wait. What did I miss?
Hmm?
I had to I had to use the stream of justice. Wait. I enjoyed the match. Wait, did you guys not enjoy it? What did I miss?
No, we were just talking about how Lyra was getting the feathers beat off her. So Lyra was getting bumped around.
Yes, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, no, that was actually really funny. Real quick, I enjoyed Lyra's entrance. I'm happy that the crowd are finally reacting to her entrance.
I think you missed it because I was like, they did not. I don't think they fuck with her. I think that like her character needs work. Like the pop for the woos were cool, but once you made it to the bottom of the ramp, they were like, okay, nigga, who's your partner?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just that fickle, like, what have you done for me lately? But the fact that like the crowd, that big of a crowd, like was reacting to her music and actually doing the woos. This is only like the third or fourth time in the last couple of months that like the crowd was actually starting to fuck with her, because there's been a lot of people who are like, oh, her reign isn't the same as Chelsea's, and Chelsea Green is obviously like character wise, Chelsea's more entertaining right now, character wise. But we talked about it before. Like Lyra cooks in the ring, and I feel like the last couple weeks or so, like people are starting to get more on board because they've been seeing her like really go fucking like have really good ass matches. So to me, I thought the crowd was reacting to her very well. Sure, it could have been better, but like they weren't silent for her. Like the crowd was like reacting to they were doing the woo, woo, like they were hitting it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like by the end of when she walked to the ring, they was like, yeah, at that point it was like, all right. But her fit was cool too. Like, yeah, so
fit was fire. I did like the wings. Do we think that the right team won? Are we okay with Lyra being a double champ now? Becky coming in and immediately getting the title. How do we feel about that? And I guess I'll start off with, I don't know, because we're not pushing Lyra properly with the IC. How do we fix that with the tag? You know, I think the tag has more, umph to it because it's Becky Lynch now, but like Lyra is now what, mid-card champion? Which one comes first, the tag or the women's IC? Like, how do we feel about what build she may go into, and where does Becky and all this fit? Like, how does this fit?
You go first.
You got anything? Nothing?
I don't know. Like, if we're getting rid of the whodunit angle, I don't know. And it doesn't need to, for me in my mind, the whodunit angle doesn't need to be long and drawn out, but it can be, it was Becky taking her out. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky in the ring at some point and finding a way to get to it through this. Because Charlotte seemingly has nothing to do right now. Unless you're going to continue her feud with Tiffy. But I don't know. I don't think Bayley needs to be a tag champ that long. Becky. I don't think Becky needs to be a tag champ that long. And I mean, clearly she hasn't had the women's intercontinental, right? Because it just got created What, last year?
Months
This year?
ago.
Yeah.
So-
this year's. Yeah.
Lyra is the only holder.
Yeah. So sorry, that's the weed token. I should have known that. So like, it could be that. It could be maybe she leaned into the Becky Hogan shit. Like, ooh, new goal. Let me go ahead and get this up off you.
Okay. Becky turning on Lyra and taking her belt is a hell of a fucking angle. Not impossible, but
Yeah. She gets it.
I don't think
Lyra
it's
gets to work with her mentor for another like 8 weeks
Yeah.
off of that.
And they work
does
together.
Liv
in
take the
NXT.
IC?
Hmm?
Does Liv take the IC?
Nah.
No, I
She's
think based off of what DT is saying, like the storyline is mostly going to be about the IC. So it's like at some point. So to answer your question, I think they're going to focus on the tag team part, the tag team aspect of it for a hot second. But like at some point, they're going to get those titles off of them, and then Becky will probably turn, and then it's going to be about the IC, and that's going to be the actual beef. So it's like so for the people who are like super Liv fans, I love Liv, but like honestly, Raquel will probably win it back, and that might be because of Bayley. Who knows? Or they'll drop the titles to someone else. But I think, and DT will finish after me. Pause. But I think what he was leaning towards is that this main feud will be mostly about the IC title and not necessarily the tags. But to answer your question, I think the tags will be the main focus at first, and then it'll transition.
Yeah, I think so. Let's just think back in time for a second, right? When they introduced the mid-card belts, right? We were all excited. We had ideas of who we wanted to win each belt, yada yada. And they chose to put them on people who we might not have necessarily chosen, but ended up being the right people to put them on. Since then, the IC belt, the women's mid card on Raw, like they just started building up Ivy Nile. We still haven't seen PFC come back or Zoe Stark really. And so Lyra went against Ivy Nile, she went against somebody else I can't remember, and then she went against Dakota Kai. And it's like
Bayley and Dakota Kai.
Yes. I don't know why I said I couldn't remember the Bayley thing, but like there's not enough women in that space to build out that division. So I think it's the same thing like when they put the NXT Women's Championship on Becky. When she was her last time she was here. Like I think they're doing that, like trying to raise the belt a little more. So
okay. Moment of the night. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
what?
Stone Cold motherfucking Texas Rattlesnake Steve Austin makes his way down to the goddamn ring in an ATV, hauling ass. Skirt, swerve, all that nonsense. Crashes this bitch in front of the goddamn barricade.
I take a small amount of responsibility because in the back of my head, when he went around the first time, I was like, "What if he crashed? Like, I was like, what if he hit something?" And then he went another round, and then he fucking did it.
I know.
I take a little responsibility.
Before we get the jokes off, thoughts and prayers to that lady. All right, hopefully she's okay.
Hopefully she's okay. She's fine.
I don't know. Hopefully she's okay.
Did you see the clip? And then she like slowly.
Did you see how she fell?
No,
nigga, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Oh, I want 150,000, nigga. What you talking about,
bro? You remember Friday After Next when he said barbecue so good, make you want to slap him on the ground. That's how she fell. She fell in stages.
She fell in parts.
It was like each part of the fall was loading.
Bro, the fucked up part. The nigga couldn't reverse the ATV. He just left that bitch in the barricade and hopped off. Start doing what chants and shit, nigga. What the fuck?
And the photo stills of it.
Away from it.
The photo stills are hilarious because you just see
hilarious.
When you see the crash, like the peak of the crash, like he's just like he's so far from the seat, like, and then, bro, it's fucking hilarious. And then Nick Khan was out there so quick, bro, like he teleported from a skybox, like this nigga, he was there. So
it's the transmission to the fucking barricade. Hey, you want ringside tickets? Where you trying to go? We're actually in London this year. Do you want these tickets, bitch? Help us. We ain't trying to be sued or nothing,
bro.
Nigga.
Hey,
she
got
there
go
so
to the
goddamn
next
fast, bro.
WrestleManias for free, bro.
If she's not sitting next to green shirt for the next 13
nigga, she
years,
is the new green
bro.
shirt. Nigga. she is green shirt woman from now on, nigga. And they would have asked me what I want. I would have pointed to him. His seats, nigga. I want everything wherever he's at for the next 10 years, nigga. Oh, and then to make matters worse, this nigga Stone Cold in there drunk as fuck, nigga, with the beers. We're doing DUIs in a 15-second promo, nigga. What is going on here?
Oh, no, he didn't drive afterwards. No, he didn't drive.
Nigga, he was drunk when he was on it. I can take that to court.
We don't know that.
Your Honor, he couldn't even back this bitch out.
Your Honor,
nigga,
maybe that wasn't the spot.
It was so bad, nigga. When Austin's in the ring and they cut back to the ATV is perfectly positioned. Like the niggas on the ring crew had to get that bitch in neutral, bro.
Austin apologized 3 times himself, and then you still saw Nick Khan in the background. Like Austin talked to that woman like
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
She need to sue them for every red cent, my nigga. I'm sorry.
Let's ask the question. Are y'all suing? If y'all get hit like that, are y'all suing?
Nigga.
I want unlimited Mania tickets. I'm not suing. I want free Mania tickets every year, and I want to be flown to Mania. I'll buy my own room. But I want air travel tickets, and I want the minute, because I'm sorry, Stone Cold of all people, Stone fucking Cold hit me with an ATV. I need air travel there and back.
Oh fuck! They would have asked me a whole bunch of questions.
If I don't get my own room, then I still need a decent one to where it's not Motel 6, but it doesn't need to be Hilton. It could be something in between. Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If it was me, I need that Legends deal, my nigga. I want the same amount of base pay that Stone Cold is getting for the rest of his life. Put me on the books.
What?
And I want a percentage of all Austin 316 merch sales.
Fuck yeah! You know what? To piggyback off of that, I want to have an entrance too. Green shirt came out with Pat McAfee. No, I'm trying to come out next WrestleMania. I'm out here. I'm having an entrance. I want my own theme song, nigga.
Do you know how much those tickets are for the entrance? Nigga, the tickets for the entrance is $25K.
Bro,
hey, look,
green shirt walked out with Pat McAfee. He is just a regular fan.
No,
nigga, I'm telling somebody next to me, go
Wade Barrett. Give me
the Vince neck brace. Give me the Vince neck brace, nigga. I know my neck not broken, nigga. We're gonna put this bitch on right now, nigga. I need to. I was watching the entire
JBL.
He gonna look like Tony Khan. He gonna look like Tony Khan at the draft.
Nigga, for sure. Moving neck and everything. Left and right. It don't matter, nigga.
No, bro. My arm is broken. Everything is broken. I don't even...
Nick Khan came down to me.
I don't
offering me
know
package, but hey, you want the WrestleMania package? I'd be like, what? You want the NXT package? What, nigga? You want a lawyer? What, nigga?
Hey, she should have sold like Hogan did the Tombstone. Trying to have Mark Calloway think he broke his neck.
Nigga.
She did sell, bro. The way she felt back, bro.
Like, nigga, I'm Kevin Owens, nigga. I got hit by a power driver, nigga. What you talking about?
Her arm was still standing, like her arm was still like sticking out as she fell back. Like, it's like
nigga, she was reaching for the check, nigga.
It was like she got electrocuted, but like no, but you got hit with an ATV. Like, what do you like?
Oh my god, bro, that shit was fucking hilarious, bro.
She did her job. Like, I do not blame her. Like I was like, yeah, no, she's milking it. But can you blame because at that whole segment, it was like, oh yeah, we got 63,000, blah blah blah. We sold out. If you combine both nights, that's 100 and something. I'm selling that. Yeah, shit.
She did. She didn't move. She was sitting there pissed the fuck off. I was watching her. Maybe she got back into the show and whatnot, and she didn't. She sat there straight face. Like
I would have fell over the barricade. I would have fell over the barricade.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even stood up. You got me fucked up.
I would have flew the wrong way. It would have been like Uncle Phil threw me out the door, nigga. Like, I would have, nigga. What are we talking about? I'm getting paid, nigga. I'm on the floor in the yeet sign, nigga. Yeet, nigga. What are we talking about? All right. Oh fuck.
I'm
getting main event. Legends.
My child,
Legends contract.
I need the Legends contract. I need instant WrestleMania tickets, and my child's going to get an NIL deal. Like, like we're like, nah. You set me up for life. You this drunk ball nigga just almost killed me.
That's not in the waivers, nigga.
As soon as they start questioning it, then you plead insanity and PTSD from that shit.
What, nigga? I'm limping. What? Like I'm walking funny. You're like, what you mean? You can't prove nothing now. And it's on camera everywhere.
I've been having nightmares. I can't sleep.
I wake up in cold sweat screaming, "Oh, ATV!"
I hear glass breaking. I get PTSD, nigga. Somebody drop a bowl, nigga. I'm tripping.
I'm taking a shower and I hear what? I'm like, what?
What's in the shower, nigga? It's so hilarious. Every time I walk down the beer aisle, I start shaking. Oh yeah, it's a wrap, nigga. All right, main event: Cena versus Cody. I'm getting off the chest right now. Absolute ass to me, but that's just my personal opinion. This is my personal opinion. This was some bullshit. I'm just gonna keep it a stack. I'm sorry. This is how I feel.
I don't think it was ass. We'll get into it. I don't think it was ass.
The video, John Cena's entrance was dope. I did like the no video package, the blackout. Like that was kind of cool to me because we don't really see that from John Cena. Whatever.
It's not going to work.
Cody.
What you mean?
Cody's entrance, fire with the Iron Man mask that opened up with the skull and shit.
$900.
$900.
$900. That's what they're gonna sell it for. $900.
Nigga, to be Iron Man, Cody Rhodes. That's crazy. Nope, not for me. The motorsport action during Cody's entrance was also dope. The bikes going across and whatnot, solid.
Yeah, that is cool.
The match starts off. John Cena is in Cody's like ass, bro. Like it looked like Cody's out of place. Pause. That's not crazy, but yeah,
Thank you.
John Cena is like orchestrating, leading. We're seeing old school John Cena tactics where he's calling out the spots live. You can see him doing it, which I love because that's just classic John Cena.
He I sky tweeted that like him and Becky you gonna hear them call the spot. Like
we gonna get this right.
Yeah, like you going to hear them say that. Like, and there's a reason why they do. Like John Cena has it. Like he said it in an interview, and I think DT actually talked about it in one of the episodes. Like there is a reason why he does it, and it makes sense. I love it. It's just one of those funny things. It's like even if you hate it, it's still funny. It's like
these niggas.
He's known to do it. He's going to do it.
Not these niggas. John Cena was finisher spamming this entire match. He hit like 4 or 5 AAs this entire goddamn match, and Cody kicked out of all of them, with the exception of because it wasn't even the last one. All the AAs that he threw in this match, Cody kicked out of. So I'm like, okay, well, shit. The super AA, I was like, okay, that was solid. That should have been it.
It wasn't even. It wasn't a super. It was because it was in the middle of the rope. It was like a semi. It was
like a mid.
Like
a mid AA.
How you gonna say what something is not and then not have a name to replace it with? Since
it was the NES AA. It wasn't the Super NES AA. It was the mid. It was in the middle of the ropes. It wasn't a top rope. So it wasn't. You can't say it was a super, unless the top rope is Avalanche and then Super is middle. Then that would make sense. If that's the case,
no, Super's off the top.
Well, because sometimes off the top is Avalanche. So I don't know, like maybe they changed the rules.
He hits a third AA in this, and immediately goes into the STFU, right? Where he's like, Cody's struggling. You see Cody trying to go up to the ropes and get the rope break and whatnot. Cena's dragging him back. The second time or the third time he drags him back, Cody reverses it and kicks him into the ref. We all know what this means. Bloodline shenanigans. At least that's what you expect. Out comes Travis Scott.
Boom, boom, boom. It's a fear in a state when it's on
The longest entrance
bro. The way
the world, bro.
The way he was rubbing that title made me uncomfortable, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna absolutely keep it a buck. And I Sky tweeted that too because it I don't know.
He was selling it. He was selling the product.
Selling the product,
sure.
bro. He was finessing that title. That's not real. It's a random WWE title. They put hardcore tape on, which makes no sense. You have there's nothing hardcore about you. You just call yourself Cactus Jack. You have not done anything hardcore about you. And I'm a Travis Scott fan, so I don't want to get twisted.
Wow. I had a joke. I would have to bleep it out. I'm glad I didn't say that live.
All right. All right.
Yep.
Well, that sucks. You should have just let it rip.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck no. Y'all looked at me different. So
text it to me and I'll say it. I'll say it.
No, fuck no, I won't. Hell no, I won't.
But no, I forgot what we even talked.
The tape on the hardcore belt, how he has a belt that's not really a belt.
Yeah, it's weird.
He's making his entrance and whatnot. He comes down to the ring.
Took way too long.
Way too goddamn long, bro. He comes down to the ring and whatnot, and
I just want y'all to know this belt was just purchased 21 minutes ago.
By you?
No. So what I'm saying is he was selling the product, like I was saying.
Oh yeah, people are definitely gonna buy it. The Cactus Jack lineup, like his crossover shit.
DT just bought this goddamn belt.
No, I didn't, bro. Don't.
Well,
no,
okay,
we're not even finna. We're not finna play like that.
We know the DT. We know the D and DT stand for dinero, dollars.
It
he
do
got
not.
it.
Dollar.
It do.
Dollar.
Oh my god.
Travis Scott comes down there. Cody ends up hitting the crossroads on John Cena because John Cena's paying attention to Travis. Travis pulls the ref's legs out. Travis ends up getting in the ring with Cody.
After Cody
Stop.
calls him out. Yeah.
Stop. When Cody started walking up the steps, not Cody, I'm sorry, Travis started walking up the steps, I said, any second, the music is going to hit. Mm-hmm. Any second, the music is going to hit. Mm-hmm. Then he gets in the ring. I'm like, the music is going to hit. And they going back and forth. I'm like, the music is going to hit before he hits him. Mm-hmm. Cody's going to raise his hand like he's going to hit him, and the music is going to hit. And nothing.
Well, what music are you talking
about? What were you expecting? What did you want to happen? Who was supposed to be here?
I was expecting.
Who said that they were going to be here?
No one said that.
I was expecting that Mr. Long Gamer, the People's Champ, the final boss, the owner of everything that is The Rock, the friend of Ari Emanuel. He sits on the board. That means he's your boss. This nigga was nowhere to be found. To be found. And at this point, for the last year and change that I've been talking about wrestling, in the last however long I've been on the pod consistently, I have been defending Dwayne The Rock Johnson, aka Dewey. And I'm here to tell you this. That shit is out the window. You are who these niggas have told me you have been. You thirsty, attention-seeking, high horse ass motherfucker. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah. Then to piggyback off that, he be playing with niggas' emotions, bro. And
I'm done. I'm out.
But he's doing it at the will of WWE letting him do it. Stop having this nigga come in and y'all just write shit just so he can be a part of the show, and then this nigga disappear and people are left with conclusion. We want, the conflict to be resolved. And that nigga is just not popping up. This nigga will start some shit, run, and then come back yeah, y'all miss me? And then run again. No, nigga, stay where you at.
This bald-headed ass nigga
Bald
is
fraud.
chasing the hug. He is chasing the hug. I'm done. I'm out.
Bald
I let you
fraud.
slide for 2 years. I'm out. I'm OUT, nigga, out.
What you got, DC?
He is the dad that will make a big uproar and a big scene about not being able to see his kids. He called a house and the mom won't let him talk to the kids. The mom, it's the mama fault. It's this fault. It's that. So the mom finally says, you know what? Fuck it. Go ahead. Talk to your son. The son gets on the phone with the dad. He is the most elated he has ever been. He can hear his dad's voice. His dad says, you know what, son? This Saturday, I'm coming to pick you up. We're going to get ice cream. We're going to go to the park. I'm going to buy you a new pair of shoes. It's Monday. So you start counting down the motherfucking days. You got 4 sleeps. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday come. It's Saturday. You wake up early in the morning, brush your teeth, put your favorite drawers on, favorite clothes on. You sitting on the couch looking out the window. 8 hours go by. He don't show up. It start getting dark. You start asking your mom, hey, Mom, when Dad coming? Hey, Mom, when Dad coming? Hey, Mom, when Dad coming? You look, nigga, it's bedtime. That's what this nigga did to me. I am traumatized.
That nigga is tore, bro. That nigga got a Fresh Prince moment. Well, how come you don't love me, man?
To hell with him.
This nigga get a check and just disappear, bro. Like, yeah. It's fucked up. Okay, getting back to the topic of the match. It's just fucked up because people are anticipating The Rock to come out. Especially like after that long ass Travis entrance, you're expecting like, okay, well, he's not here by himself. The last time we've seen Travis was with The Rock. Cool. And on top of that, we haven't even got any explanation of, you know, Cena and his correlation with Rock. It's like, stop involving this nigga if we're not going to talk about him. It's just fucking trash. Anywho, getting back to that.
Slight explanation, but it wasn't.
It's not enough.
No, it was just like a writer, like it's like writing for a spinoff, like in Marvel, where it's like, all right, I'm an X-Men writer, but like we're doing Secret Wars right now, so I got to give you some details about the characters, but it doesn't make any fucking sense.
None. So Travis is in the ring. Cody hits Travis with a crossroads. Knocks his man's do-rag and his sunglass off. It's fucking insane. He looks to hit. As Cena looks to hit Cody with the belt because the ref is down. Cody catches Cena, catches the belt. Cena starts pleading. Oh, don't do it. Don't look at me. I'm still John Cena. I'm still the guy you like. Don't do it. And he ends up getting low blowed.
John, look, this match was very underwhelming. Like even with the Rock's involvement, it still would have been underwhelming just because, again, like last year, what made that tag team match slightly enjoyable and slightly like anticipated was the fact that like Rock was actually showing up and doing his like sing-alongs and also the random bullshit. Like we haven't seen Rock and John Cena since Elimination Chamber. Like I'm sorry, not Rock and John Cena, Rock and Travis Scott. We've seen John Cena a few times, and he got at Crossroads twice, but it was like, you know, it was mostly in Europe, and it was all just random promos. Like in the first couple promos, it was mostly to the audience, and then it became personal with Cody. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm fine with Cena winning. I'm fine with Cena breaking the record. But this match was still very underwhelming. Like night 2, as far as like at least the first 3 matches was fire. Like night 2 was absolutely fire, but night 1's main event was better. Like in hindsight, what they should have done was make the men's triple threat with Seth Punk and Roman the night 2 main event. Make Cody and Cena the opener for this match. Make the women's triple threat with Rhea, Bianca, and Iyo the main event of night 1, and then Gunther and Jay could have still opened night 1 also. Like in hindsight, the women should have main event in night 1, the men's triple threat should have main event in night 2, and Cody and Cena could have opened night 2 because this match, it was fine. I like low key was kind of awkward, where it was like I don't know. To me it was like low key kind of awkward. It was just a fine match. It seemed like, I don't know. It was very underwhelming. To me, I don't know. It was awkward.
It was like,
and it was kind of underwhelming.
It was like us watching them practice the match. Like it felt like we were watching rehearsals, and this is what we got.
Which I'm not mad at Cena. Yeah, I saw someone else say something very similar. Dude,
I'm not mad at us seeing Cena get 17. He broke the record, so we actually see he's the greatest world champion in WWE history, apparently, with 17 of them.
And he has a lot more dates coming up soon, so we're gonna see him. We are going to see him,
and we expect the story to evolve. Now Cena gets the belt. He says he was going to tuck it away, and we're going to take it away from us. What does that look like? Is he going to be a man of his word? What does that entail? I remember saying before that Cody needed his Return of the Jedi kind of moment. This is that. Cody gonna have to bounce back and figure out how he can become who he is. I expect something to happen at Backlash. I expect the rematch to happen.
Well, okay. Well, speaking of Backlash, because Randy is the main poster person for Backlash. We're gonna get a babyface Randy versus a heel John Cena. More than likely, that's what we're gonna get. Like, Cody is probably not gonna get this rematch instantly. Like, we're probably gonna get Cena and Orton for Backlash in the main event. That's literally.
Ooh.
That's what makes the most sense. Like, Randy Orton is the poster for Backlash, and he wants to get that title too. And he mentioned it a couple weeks before. He wants to get that title to Cody. So, like, we get a face Randy versus a heel Cena. That's never happened before.
Is this where we get Cena's Sinister Six, where he's going through Randy, he's going through Punk, he's going through all his old enemies before we get the Cody payoff at the end? Do we see the reunion tours of who Cena wants to knock out?
Yeah, I think we get the reunion tour, just the heel version, sort of. But hopefully, The Rock plays a bigger part, because I don't expect Travis Scott to help.
Keep him away.
To help.
Keep him away.
Someone has to help Cena win, because even with him being a heel, and looking at his character, he's still kind of gassed. He needed help to win this match. He needed the help to win this match. Absolutely. Are you
getting closing thoughts?
Are you guys?
My bad. Go ahead. Hero.
Last question. This is a question, and DT can answer / go through his whole stuff. Also, okay, with heel Cena, do you guys expect him to have these clean wins versus a Punk or a Randy? Do we not expect there to be some sort of shenanigans? And if there are shenanigans, who is it going to be? Because we know Travis Scott's not going to just show up on every random PLE or whatever. John Cena just had a new schedule that we saw. He's supposed to be around a lot more. So what do you guys there has to be some way that Cena retains, and then also DT has to answer the previous question. But yeah, that's my question to you guys for the original answer.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna close it out with you, DT, if that's cool. I think Cena does a mini blackout, kind of how Brock disappeared with the belt. I think Cena does that. I think he's gonna leave the fans kind of fiending for him to show up, but he's nah, y'all don't deserve me. I'm not showing up with your belt so you can parade me around. I'm just not gonna show up, and y'all gonna have to call me out. It's gonna take somebody calling him out for him to pop up, kind of thing. Well, similar to how
he's announced for a lot of dates, though. Not to interrupt.
I do believe he will be around for those bigger dates. I just don't think he'll be there week to week to week to week. I think we'll probably see Cena twice a month, maybe. But I think he takes the belt away, and now you're left in limbo because y'all don't deserve it. What you got, DT?
Fuck. I didn't hear any of y'all talk about the booze.
For
Did
Cody?
I miss that? Yeah. Did I miss that?
We didn't say anything.
to me, it was interesting. He got booed on that SmackDown or whatever. Then he won the crowd back same night. But this night, it didn't matter what he did. He was getting booed. So I thought that was really interesting. And I'll just leave it at that for now. If you're telling me that Randy, part of the reason why Randy is on the Backlash poster is because he's from St. Louis. So that they're gonna make sure that the hometown kid is definitely there at the show. If you're telling me that we're getting Randy versus Cena, that means Cody has to be taking some time off. If Cody is taking time off, and you're instantly saying Cena's 6, and he's running the gauntlet of his old nemesis, how long is Cody off? And what is he doing when he returns? Because you're essentially saying he was the top guy, or as he liked to coin himself, quarterback 1 for a whole year. He's obviously going to probably take some time off, not be in the main card picture if you're talking about Cena, Randy, Backlash. And then if the idea is for him to run through, again, like his old people, like how long before Cody's back in the picture? And if you're saying he's the one that takes him out and wins the belt back as John Cena's last hurrah, last match, then what the fuck is Cody Rhodes doing from in between now and December? And Hero's conveniently not there to answer that.
Well, I'm trying to think, what could Cody do? I kind of mentioned before that if Cena had won, we were like, oh, Cody takes a break, right? And I think we all had talked about him not taking that long of a break. But a break would be needed to where he could make that pop and that return back. However, I don't know if the show could run without Cody being there full time, because Cody's on SmackDown, right? Like that's a show that needs the champion to be there. So,
but he's not the champion.
Well, quote unquote. You need your main talent to be there. And I think that's what he's doing, is that like he's going to be there calling out Cena, but Cena's just not going to show up. So in the meantime, shit. I think he beefs with Randy. I think Randy's going to approach him like, you dropped the ball. It's me now. Like it's my turn to go and like, go and get this moment with Cena, whether that happens at Backlash or Money in the Bank, or whatever. But maybe that's it too. Maybe Cody's next lane is Money in the Bank. Maybe it's like, I'm gonna get this briefcase so I can challenge John Cena. Like there has to be something that he's like, that's the only escape out, right? That's his get out of jail free card, is that if he gets Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's how I see it right now.
All right.
Before we take off, Hero, what does Cody do if John Cena's not here? Who does Cody beef with? I mentioned Orton and him probably going to like Money in the Bank to try to get to John. But what do you have? What is your thoughts on who?
Well, like we talked about backlashes before that, we will probably get Cody, or I'm sorry, we'll probably get Cena and Orton for a backlash just to get it, because I feel like we will get some of the greatest hits. With Cena being the heel, like we will probably get Cena versus Punk at some point, with Cena being the heel and Punk being the face. Like we're probably going to get some of those greatest hits. As far as Cody goes, I don't know if he'll take time off per se, because he didn't get like super injured. Like he took a regular like groin shot and a head title shot or whatever. So I don't think he'll take like time off, but someone's going to distract him. Whether that's like a solo, which I hope not, because we've already seen that a billion times, or whether that's like something else, we'll probably get a distraction. So it's honestly really kind of hard to tell. So it's kind of hard for me to answer the question, but I don't know. I don't think he's going to like take any crazy time off.
All right.
So.
Well, we always end the show with a ratings out of 5. What are we giving night 2?
What did I give night 1? Did we give
3.8, 3.5? I thought you did, and I think DT gave it a 4.
Okay. Oh, man. It's wild because I think I said this pre-pod, but like night 2 was match-wise, it was better. But night 1's main event hit way harder. Like in hindsight, in a perfect world, they would have changed it to where the women's triple threat with Bianca, Rhea, and Iyo was in the main event of like night 1, and then Cody and Cena was the opener for night 2.
That is tough to say that is what you are doing. Because what you are admitting is that your man's is not a top guy, even though he has the belt. Not a belt, the belt.
Which man's are you talking about? Because what I'm
Cody. You cannot put the belt that Roman just spent 5 years lifting up and building and put it on a nigga and then say, well, open the show.
Yeah, no.
And you hold on. No. And
air it out.
And when I say you, I don't mean you specifically here, but I'm talking about like the entire internet community. And you spent all of this time pushing this guy to get this belt off of Roman. He gets the belt off of Roman, but Roman is still fucking Roman Reigns. And what you're saying is that this night 1 main event should have been the main event, which would have been on night 2. And the belt that went through what it went through is now an opening match for your brand. It is the brand belt. It's not the World Heavyweight Champion. It's the WWE Heavyweight Championship. That is, it's not that I'm not disagreeing and I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying look at the logic in what you're telling the fan base if you do that.
No, I agree. It is kind of wild, but like as far as the way the stories have played out, like in the last couple of years, when you hear Triple H talk about like it's the stories that matter, it's not about like if someone wins the Rumble, and it's like, and again, I kind of blame The Rock for this. It's like he implements himself to where we think he's going to show up, and he doesn't show up. Like the only person who shows up in this main event with Cody and Cena is fucking Travis Scott, who is like wrestling wise, he's skinny as a fucking twig. You know, anyone can body this guy. But he does take a crossroads spot, and then Cena just
what's the ratings
with the whole show?
Yeah, for night 2, what was the rating? That was the original.
There's a deeper question here, a deeper argument here, too. But give him the rating. If you don't know it, I can do mine real quick because I have an explanation.
I'll say it's a 4 overall, but I will. The hill I will die on is that night 1's main event was infinitely 1,000 times better, but the first 3 matches of night 2 was so fucking amazing. Yeah. So,
what you got, DT?
So my explanation was going to be the same. It was just that I'm giving it a 4 because the main event carried night 1, the undercard carried night 2. That is the most simplistic way to say that.
Okay. 3. Actually, 3.5. Because that main event that we got tonight famously took Mox and Cope out of the worst match I've seen this year. So I'll give you a 0.5 because they are now worst main event I've seen. Realistically, though, just being fucking around here, I think the issue is that we should take if this was a one night event, way better. I think that kind of solves your issue of night 1, night 2 by just eliminating the bullshit that we had, the matches that should have been on Raw and whatnot, and just focused it all into like one night, and it probably would have been really solid. That way you would have had the women's match, and we would have carried that high into one night overall. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think the 2-night thing is bad. I just think this one just didn't hit like the ones beforehand.
There's a bigger problem.
What's your bigger problem we can get out?
In my opinion, the fans turned on Cody for a reason. It didn't matter what he was doing in the match. They turned on him. They wanted to see John Cena win. Hero just lobbied to have that match open instead of being the main event. You just said it would have been fine if they would have took out all these other matches and moved that match around and made it one night. The simple fix is who had the belt at the time, to me.
Okay.
Wait. Oh my gosh. No. It's
starting sooner. It's like the same thing that I'm seeing with Jay, but it's happening live instead of online. People are undercutting Cody before we got to that part yet, before it's supposed to happen. People are starting to turn.
They cut it early.
So, normally the champion gets a little higher, or the person you've been rooting for, your hero, gets a little higher before people start to tear him down. I think it's the same thing that we saw with Jay, but just instead of online, it's happening in real life. And that's what I think you guys are skirting around.
If you want to rebuttal Hero, you got 3 minutes.
Dog,
we're getting out of here.
All right.
Final 3. Make it count.
Triple H literally just rebutted this. Cody is still getting the proper reactions, just like Jay. They're still selling out the most merch. This is not this Vegas crowd has been proven to be weird in both nights. They were booing Bianca, they were booing other people. This is not an instance where people are already tired of Cody. This is just an instance of people want something fucking different, but people are not tired of Cody. Roman retaining last year would have not have made any fucking difference. It's not
that's not what I'm talking about. That the Roman retaining has nothing to do with it, though.
Let him finish his thought.
He can finish it, but I'm just saying I'm not lobbying that Roman should have. This is not my case to say that Roman should have kept it. This isn't I told you so. I'm saying this is what I'm seeing. But continue.
I mean, based off of how you open and the word, I can't regurgitate.
It wasn't targeted towards Roman. I didn't hear it that way, but I can see how you could have depicted it that way.
Okay. Either way, I think everything is fine. People people were booing Bianca who didn't need to be booed. People were cheering Cena, and all of a sudden, the show is changing. But I feel like Triple H, and I feel like the booking in the last 2 years prove that they're not going to just base stuff just off of random internet opinions. I don't know. The show's been good. So
all right.
I agree.
Well, we got a 4. We got another DT. You were a 4 as well.
Yeah, I gave it the same rating. It just
4
was weighted differently.
Back half, front half. Front loaded salary, back loaded salary. 3.5 for me. We're gonna get out of here. The next thing up, I guess, is gonna be Raw after Mania, which happens today. If you're listening to this episode today, and then we'll go from there. A lot of stuff happening. We're back into a new year of WWE programming. Yeah, we're gonna catch you guys in the next one. It's been real. We will see you guys later. Thanks again on all the socials: Blue Sky, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're following. We appreciate y'all. But we're gonna get at her.
If you're on Spotify, give us a rating, like give us a like,
give us a rating
or a comment.
Indeed.
Like it does make a difference.
Absolutely.
Same for Apple Pod. Same for Apple Podcasts.
But yeah, we out here. Peace out.
Too sweet.
Believe in the wave.